surrounds me. If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far.
Hey guys, Yoduvh Essentials here. For today's video, I'm going to be using a plastic storage cart. And I'm going to be using this to make a French styled dresser. Here are some pictures on what the dresser that I want to make would look like. Now I went to the thrift store to look for something similar to work on it instead of making a brand new one. But I couldn't find anyone, so I decided to just make mine using 2 plastic storage carts. I'm going to be removing all of the drawers first and then attaching all the frames together. If you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. I'll be attaching a wooden board at the bottom to make it easy for me to attach legs to this. And the legs that I'm going to be using is what I purchased on Amazon, and I'll leave a link for them down in the description box below. I'll be making the wide curved shapes, that's by the sides, with plastic sheets. And I got a large roll of sheet, just one, and it's $20, and it's a lot. So I cut it to size, and then I attach them like this. This is not strong, so I'm going to use cardboard to make a shape that I want inside. And this is the shape that I cut that's going to fit right inside. So I'm going to be cutting multiple shapes and attaching them together. This cutter made it so easy for me to cut out the shapes, and the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. But you should know that the cutter vibrates. That's the only thing that I have a problem with it, but then it gets the job done. These are the shapes that I've cut. Now I'm going to be gluing them to a flat board, reinforcing it, and then inserting it inside the space. I'm going to be filling up this space here that I left open. And I'll be filling this space with tight foam that I got from Home Depot. They also sell this in other hardware stores. Now I'm going to shake this vigorously for about 30 seconds and then spray the foam inside the openings. Now I'm not going to go right down to the bottom because this swells over time. So I'm just going to start somewhere here in the middle, and then hopefully it swells going downward. I used 1 can for this, and then I made another one, so I used 2 cans in total. The next thing I'm going to do is cover the back with the board. Now, as you can see, the foam is beginning to swell and I'm scared that it's gonna burst open. I was hoping it was gonna swell going downward, but let's see how it goes. It is rock hard and it's also light in weight. This is the wood that I'm gonna use on the drawers. I cut it to size and I cut 3 because I'm gonna be joining 2 drawers on 1 piece of wood. All I did was just remove the drawers and align them properly on the wood and attach them to the wood. Because the drawers are not flat at the front, I'm going to be putting something at the bottom to keep them balanced. So far so good, this is where we are. Now the openings here are going to be covered again with sheets, just to cover up the spaces. I removed the drawers and took the body out and spray painted it silver. Meanwhile, the drawers are going to be covered with marble contact paper. I got this one online and I love the design that this one has. And the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. I'll be using this trim to decorate what I've just made, and I spray painted it silver and I attached it to the sides with a hot glue gun and with tack nails. I'll be using this as well. I spray painted it silver and I attached it at the bottom. I'll be using these to open up the drawers, and the link for this is going to be down in the description box below. The screw that's showing on top there is making me feel uncomfortable because it's just too obvious, but let's see how it goes. I got the shape that I want. Now for the top, I'm going to be using trays from Five Below that I used for another project. Now those of you who have watched this video will remember that I used just the bottom part and I left the top. So the top is what I'm going to be using now to decorate the top of my dresser. I covered the front and the sides to make it flow with the overall design. This is another decorative piece that I'm going to be spray painting silver and attaching it at the top. I'll be adding more, and the list for all of these will be down in the description box below. Now for this one, I got from Lowe's. It has already been spray painted gold for another project. But then I had excess and I cut them into little pieces, spray painted them silver, and attached them to the dresser. Now you all might say that this is a little bit too much, but remember it's a French Baroque dresser that has to come with a lot of embellishments. I'm going to be adding this one as well, and I'm going to be spray painting it silver and attaching it by the sides. I carefully painted the wooden parts of the drawer that's still showing with white acrylic paint. This was such an interesting project because now I have drawers that have been compartmentalized because of the plastic storage bins that I used. I used white and silver for this, but then you can choose whichever color that suits you best. Who would have thought that a plastic storage cart can be covered up and look this pretty? I really hope you all enjoyed this idea and learned one or two things from it. Now don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends and families as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I have other home decor DIY videos that are linked in the description box below to check them out, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button.